Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. So, I've realized the past couple nights I have been downright exhausted. I have not been getting enough sleep. Why? Because my sleep schedule is terrible. And, well, I've been trying to fix that. It's not working out so great. The problem is, I stay up until 5 in the morning streaming, and, well, guess what? If you want to get the whole 8 hours, you wake up at 1 in the afternoon, and, well, when I have to wake up at like 10, wow. Anyway, tell me if the audio is too loud. I don't know. I'll figure this out. So, looks like Moonloon and Abandons could still use some de-stressing. Everybody else actually looks to be doing fairly well. Let's fix that business. So Abandon, Moonloon. All right, and that group's good. Okay, so so we've got a full team of tier 5. And we're almost going to have a couple of replacement characters to cycle in and out and stuff like that. But I really want to get some people onto tier 3 so we can actually push, like, Wednesday and Dodo Man and stuff up to level 5. At least that's the plan. So, you know what? Seeing as, like, there's no reason for me to just sit here and natter about things, let's actually figure out what we have available to us. So, what I'm looking for is these things. Good trinkets. Unfortunately, oh, hello. Never mind. There are. Okay, so we're gonna go with Volkov. You know what? No, we don't really want to do that. We're gonna go with Volkov. We're gonna go with Jerwolf. We'll get Jerwolf. Oh, right. You can just click on these. Okay, Volkov, Jerwolf. Soliam. Brap. There we go. It's perfect. Let's switch them around. Because we want to get another Hell's Hairpin. These things are amazing, and if I have 2 of them, well, we're gonna kick all sorts of ass. Yeah, I think this will be perfect, and I don't actually even, oh shoot, it's a long one too. I don't even know, like, what specifically we need to do half the time here. Let's see. Let's bring 4, 2, and like 16. Sounds good. Okay. So, it's a long one. Not super keen on that one. Oh, see you, Crazed. Sorry about that. It's a long one. Luckily, long ones, I don't even know, like, what our goal is for this mission actually is. Like, I just was not paying attention. Okay, shoot. I was gonna say, oh man, the nice thing about these long ones is you can just kind of beeline for your objective and leave the moment you run out of inventory space. Unfortunately, this is an exploration one, so it doesn't even matter. Well, either way, I can't foresee us having a whole lot of issues here. We've got some seriously powerful people on our team. And I'm not particularly worried about, like, I don't know, anybody going insane or dying. It's going to be long. Like, really the main challenge we're going to be running into and experiencing, whatever, is level 5 stuff. So everything else is... Oh, sorry. Yeah, not crazed. Intense. I don't know. Either way. But... this is going to be a long one, so buckle up. I don't know. It's probably only going to take about 20-30 minutes. Like, this dungeon is not actually that long, especially if we get lucky with the whole, you know, not too many enemies popping up on us. God, I remember when we first hit level 3 and it was terrifying. I thought we were just going to bug out and stand there and just wait. That would have sucked. But, let's see, this should push... I think this is good. Yeah, this mission is definitely going to push Soliam up to level 5. So that'll be nice, because we'll have a replacement for Roxy. Yeah, the problem is the more people we populate up onto level 5, the more we're going to have trouble filling out the lower ranks. So either what we'll do is... I mean, I guess that's exactly what we'll have to do. What we're going to have to do is... Oh, shoot. Dazzling Light only hits the front, too. I was really hoping I'd be able to nuke the guy in the back. Oh, well, not the end of the world. But what I guess what I'll start doing is just dragging people from lower levels up. At some point, I think I'm going to try and... No, wait, no, that would be, like, the dumbest. I was thinking, on, like, some basic, like... I'm not even going to say humorless level. I was thinking it would be really funny to take a bunch of level 0 Suicide Squad and see if I can make any money on a level 5 mission. And you know what? I think I'm going to do it, assuming that I have the space for it. Problem is, I almost never... it's practically guaranteed I will never have the space for that. I'm not even bothering to heal with Jerwolf. We're just gonna murder this guy. I probably should have healed with him, but yeah, who cares? Whatever. But yeah, going like Bizarro Suicide Squad. I think, holy shit, that was quite the heal. Oh, did I? I did upgrade, perhaps, heal. Maybe it has, like, different weighting, which is the reason why you even want to do that. Alright, we're gonna go with the heirloom chest. Now, since we have 76,000 gold, for the entirety of the run, we're going to prioritize anything that isn't gold, pretty much. I mean, really we're just going to prioritize. I don't know if that bleed was worth it. We'll see. I mean, it guaranteed... Well, I guess you can resist the bleed, so it is probably worth it to upgrade that skill. I should probably also light some torches. There we go. Oh, we have a stress faster, don't we? No, never mind. We had extra food. But yeah, I think it would be really fun to bring, like, a really low-B party. And, like, the thing is, since I'm so wealthy, I don't even need to win with a Suicide Squad at level 5. I would just want to see how far I could get. It would probably be one of the short ones, if anything. Now, again, since there's really nothing we need here, considering how, you know, absurdly wealthy we are, outside of... actually, yeah, no, we have no need for almost anything. In fact, we barely even need busts, portraits, or crests at this point. We need a little bit of crest just because we're going to have to upgrade the wagon along the way. But since we're so absurdly wealthy, there's, like, no good reason for me to even bother with treasure rooms unless, like, specifically it's in my way. Which is kind of neat, too. But either way, I should probably actually light torches. I'm on, like, weird autopilot tonight. I don't even know. But, yeah, no, it would be impossible to do so, but it would be hilarious to see if I could even get to the final level Necromancer with a Suicide Squad of level 0 characters. It wouldn't happen. I guess really the main problem you'd run into is just the Suicide Squad wouldn't have healing. Like, most DPS characters... Actually, oh, I wouldn't want to sacrifice a healer on that one. But I was thinking it would be really funny to, it'd be really funny to bring, you know, one level 6 healer, and then a bunch of level 0 characters. Because again, okay, no, actually, the one thing is, every time you upgrade a skill, the technology. No, every time you level up a skill, the accuracy goes up by a lot. So the problem is you'd run into, like, serious healing issues, and you'd run into, equally serious... can't hit shit issues. So there's that. But you know what, whatever. That'd be the price of science. Maybe I'd just go for like an all DPS party and see how that goes. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Ah, apparently I'm farther than Sebastian SB in this game. I guess that's not, like, terribly surprising, all things considered. Because I've got, like, what, 50-something episodes of this game recorded by this point? It's kind of ridiculous. But, like, the funny thing about this game is there's almost nothing to spoil. Actually, there is nothing to spoil. There's, like... It's just the same game over and over and over again. It just gets progressively harder. Which is kind of cool. It's... Like, I'm not really sure how to classify it, because, like, I like the idea of the game. And, like, I've definitely already got my money's worth out of it, and a lot of people like watching it. Sort of. I don't know. Maybe a little bit less now that we're... What? How long has this game even been out? I don't I don't even have, like, a proper idea of how long this... Oh, wait, that was locked. Alright, well, that was dumb. But yeah, I don't actually have a proper idea of when this game came out. That's an interesting question. I want to say it was a week ago. A little bit more than a week ago, I think. Man, I'm losing my mind. If I've already recorded like 50 episodes in a week, I guess that makes sense. But, okay. Oh, it came out on February 2nd. So it's been out for 2 weeks. I am losing my mind. Oh, right, because I had a lost weekend. Yeah, I spent all of last weekend doing artwork stuff. So I've just, like, meshed the 2 weekends together, because it's just been, just kind of a, wow, we've already killed almost everybody on the first turn. This is a solid party. Well, nothing for it. Nothing else to do. Can't stun the already stunned guy. I wonder if you could chain stuns. That'd be an interesting question. I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever. Gold. Whatever. Again, we are not in this run for money. We've almost got we're probably going to be pretty close to 100,000 gold by the time we're done with this run. Which is crazy. I don't even need to scout, do I? No, let's just keep going around. Might as well avoid the, let's see, might as well just avoid the traps. Yeah, I'm really curious about when they're going to add the next 2 areas of the game. I honestly hope that they do add more. Of course, I do know that, like, there's a ridiculous amount of, work that gets put into one of these, like getting the backgrounds right, and holy shit, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so we're going to replace that, we're going to replace that, we're going to replace, I don't know, that, who cares? Yeah, it works for me. But, like, I know they're going to be adding new dungeons and stuff to this game, which is kind of cool. But I get the feeling I'm actually going to be done with this specific series by the time it comes out. So what I'd probably end up doing is just having, like, oh, shoot, that's an interesting question. Having, like, some kind of C team that just I pull up from the dredge, or I just kill a bunch of people. Well, you know what, I'm probably not going to have I'm probably not going to have everybody max level. But when they patch in the new dungeons, I'm going to need to figure out some way of getting to them. What might end up happening is that it actually just becomes quite simply, I redo... Wow, this is one of the fastest runs I've ever done. I might even just redo the game from the beginning on a new save file. I don't know. I have no idea how I would want to even deal with that. Wow, I came vastly over-prepared for this run. That would be really cool, though, actually, if the new dungeons increase the level cap of the game. I would absolutely be down with that. Because I think that would be really cool. I think that would actually be exactly what the doctor ordered effectively out of this game. Because, like, as it stands, if they patch in the new dungeon, all of my level 5 characters are not really going to be able to do a whole lot in relation to them. I don't even know. Yeah, because the other problem is, like, at this point, level 1 dungeons, and level 3, or tier 1 dungeons and tier 2 dungeons are effectively just meaningless to me. For serious. Like, I haven't even camped once. I guess, you know what I really hope they add to this game? Some kind of, maybe not, actually, yeah, that would be really cool. An endless dungeon. Where, I'm not sure how you do it. Actually, no, I know exactly how you do it. Each floor, if you can complete the floor, you get, if you can complete the floor, you get the option to, like, back down, or maybe it's, like, X number of floors or something like that. But it's like you go for it for a certain amount of distance before it, let's see. Well, since we don't need gold. Like, you go for a certain amount of distance before... well, yeah, you complete the floor, and then it's like, hey, you know, would you like to go back to town, or would you like to keep going for, like, for, you know, expanded rewards or something like that. I guess part of the problem, though, that I'm running into is actually just entirely there's no need for gold in this game. Which is part of a problem. Because, like, I am so absolutely wealthy. And, like, yeah, the trinkets are kind of good. I guess the problem I'm running into is, like, 90% of the trinkets are not worth having. Because a lot of them have, like, serious negatives? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do this game. I can't even pick that up. And did I get rid of all of my holy water? Yeah, I did. Well, let's try it anyway. Works out. Not quite as much, but it works out. Okay. Yeah, I'm really curious how they're going to deal with this game. And I'm really kind of looking forward to what they do with it. I just hope it addresses some of these things. Hey, I might actually have a bit of a challenge here, or something. Either way. So what am I going to be doing tonight? Probably this for 1 or 2 runs, maybe even a third one. I want to do Vagante, maybe Cavern Kings. Wouldn't mind trying Hand of Fate again. Just because I have no idea. Oh, see Anxious. But gonna well, I'm done with Grow Home at this point. Man. Yeah, I beat all of Grow Home. I guess it wasn't nearly as bad as it was. Or as bad as I thought it was going to be. But yeah. I could do some Thane Armello. Thane Armello is always a blast. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Really, I just want to do Vagante again. Now that I've, you know, let the backlog on that one burn out a little bit. I don't think I've played it in like 4 days now. And more heirlooms. Yes. You know what? We might actually want to go back for those rooms that I didn't explore. Let's do it. Who cares? Let's see. It's getting... Oh, shoot, trap. Did not even pay attention. She dodged it anyway. Alright. Was that... No, that was the second time we needed to deal with starvation. This is getting silly. Hey, Wally. How's it going? Kind of hoping we get to fight something here. I have yet to even need to camp. And... Or use a shovel. I forgot that was trapped, so I opened it up by accident. Oh, hey, there's another fight. I can do that one. Yeah, I guess I might as well camp before we do anything else. Just so we don't waste. Alright. Hey, and you know what? People have finally lost a little bit of sanity, and that burns through some of my food. Okay, now let's see. He has this. Okay, that de-stresses everybody, and this de-stresses everybody. Except for her. There we go. Party is completely de-stressed. And, yeah, we could leave the dungeon right now, but we might as well just go for the last of whatever, just because I have nothing better to do. And might as well do it. Let's see. Oh, hey, we're being attacked! Yay! Oh, whoa, this is actually a threatening group to run into. I am surprised. And... I don't know. I'm not going to say invigorated so much as, like... Shoot. I was going to say, well, it's not invigorated, and it's not aroused. God, what is with my brain today? Alright, hand of light. Well, never mind. Alright. Like, yeah, I should probably just leave this run, but, who cares? You die now. Man, I'm so glad I gave him Holy Lance. It makes so much of a difference. Wow. Let's see. Shoot, he's in the wrong position. Oh well, I guess we'll just reduce his dodge chance. Solve that problem. Like, at this point, I'm just kind of in the, like, alright, so I'm gonna go with the super casual section, because I still have one whole thing of firewood. So I can truly do whatever I want. Oh, he did not die of that bleed. Oh, there he dies. Okay. But so I've got... Oh, shoot, he can't totally lance. Alright, well, it's not perfect. That's pretty perfect, though. But I know pretty much after this run, I'm going to be going off to do... I'm going to head off... Don't have medicinal herbs. I'm going to go off and do a level 5 dungeon, because everybody's going to be, like, totally de-stressed. And I'm probably going to switch the... shoot. No, Brap, no! Why? Oh, okay. Well, that could have gone worse. Like torches and go from there. Oh man, that's an interesting point. My buddy, Sebastian SB, aka Keith, is in the comments right now talking about how, like, people don't look like, how they sound, sort of. It's really interesting. So, a lot of people, like, starting YouTube get, like, really self-conscious about how their voice sounds in relation, like, once recorded, and a lot of people are like, I just don't like how I sound. Shell, for example, hates how she sounds, and it's part of the reason why it's so hard for me to get her to record stuff with me half the time. But it's actually really interesting. It's really interesting, specifically because I've met a couple of YouTubers at this point. Like, I've met, I've got a buddy, Agent Core. Oh shoot, I'm out of keys. Well, let's bash it open. Well, I destroyed like 90% of what was in there. I guess let's keep going along. Again, inventory pretty solid. Okay. But so, like, I've met a couple of YouTubers. So I met Sebastian SB, actually, who brought up this topic. And it was actually really interesting and very, very disconcerting when we first, like, met, because we'd never, you know, spoken in person before. Apart from, you know, just over the internet, all over the time. All over the time. Words. But so, you know, we'd spoken a lot, just because, you know, collaboration, buddies, friends, yada yada yada. And so when he came to pick me up when I was visiting San Francisco, he sounded fairly different comparatively to, like, how he sounds over a microphone. And I can guarantee, if any of you, like, find me at PAX East or whatever, I'm going to sound different. Not too much different, but I am going to sound different than how I sound over the internet. We don't need any more shovels, I think. Let's see. Yeah, don't need any shovels. And if we do, then we just leave the dungeon, because who cares and stuff. But it's really interesting, and it's always going to ruin the illusion a little bit. And maybe it's part of the reason why I don't specifically use Facebook. Not Facebook, shoot, what am I talking about? Facecam, there we go. It had face in there. But, yeah, part of it is, like, the proximity of a microphone, and just, you know, the functionality of a microphone is always going to make you sound wildly different. And, yeah, if I made a habit of, like, speaking directly into your ear, maybe I'd sound about the same. But even then, like, microphones translate audio differently than, you know, human ears will. Oh, hey, this actually looks like a semi-dangerous party, specifically bone spearmen. But, so, like, a lot of people that are getting into YouTube, and I know I'm getting into this topic, like, really late into this run episode, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so we've actually confirmed that's actually a good reason. There's actually a really good reason to, set this up. Okay, just stun him. Why not? Wait, why did I have abandon heal? Let's take out the spearmen. Spearmen are dangerous. Probably should have stunned the commander. Wait, no, the commander was already stunned. Shit! Wait, what? How'd that even happen? Okay. But so a lot of people starting YouTube, and myself, Shell, especially have both expressed, you know, some amount of aversion to, like, hearing ourselves after being recorded. And it's like, you know what? It's not actually nearly as bad as you think it is. Most people actually sound almost better in a lot of ways. You know what? No. Maybe that's after, like, people have found their performer's voice. That's when it really starts, you really start sounding good in comparison. But I don't know. It's a weird thing to run into, and like seriously, if you're starting to do YouTube stuff, don't just quit because you think you sound awful, because chances are you actually sound fairly decent. I said chances are. If you're delusional, I can't help you. Anyway, what do we get for this? If it's actually good, I'm just gonna toss the firewood out because we'd honestly. Ooh, yep. All right. Goodbye, firewood. We had a nice run, and there we go. Yeah, because like 13 stress, 17 stress, pfft, who cares? So that's it, right? Yeah, nothing. Oh wait, no. I got. Wait, no, I've got food. Food does nothing. Does us no good. Let us leave. I probably should have opened up that thing, come to think of it, but whatever. Who cares? We made like mad bank there. Not exactly record-worthy, but more than enough stuff for what we did. Okay, so both Jerwolf and Soliam have made it up to level 5, and because nobody even, like, took really any damage whatsoever, well, nobody ran into any particularly, like, disastrous mental conditions. In fact, wow, that was extraordinarily easy. Okay, so first and foremost, before we go anywhere, let's make sure everybody's maxed out equipment-wise, considering everybody's out of the head doctor and whatnot. Looks like the answer is 90% yes. Jerwolf. Well, yeah. No. What? And you know what? Seeing as we're sitting on 85,000 gold, let's upgrade our healer's weapons for better or worse. And come to think of it, I have not done this. So we want dazzling light instead of illumination. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we want illumination and dazzling light. Judgment's kind of neat. Maybe. Let's see what the guild has. Might as well upgrade all of these. I want to see how much maxed out judgment heals. Only 5? That's not great. How about illumination? Nice thing about illumination is the dodge minus is really solid. Alright, kind of works for me, one way or another. And looks like everybody else is fully upgraded. The other thing I haven't checked is actually, like, abandon. Okay, so you know what? We've kind of proved that weird reconstruction might actually be better maxed out. Yeah, I knew I was missing something. Brap did a little bit of turbo leveling here. Let's see. You're fully upgraded. Wolkoff needs an upgrade. Moonland's good. Roxy's good. I feel like I should start breaking out into Christmas songs, you know. Moonland's good. Roxy's good. Pigman slayed the something. Freaking. Look, I'm not an expert here. Unlike anything. Alright, I should probably just look into actually using Jesters at some point. So I'm just going to upgrade all of his skills. We'll see what he can do and put him together. Because at some point I'm probably going to be using him. Okay, so that's upgraded. Tavern, I think, is almost completely upgraded. What else do we have left here? Not much. Alright, so we need 8 more crests, 2 more portraits, and then the tavern's 100%. The abbey is 100%. The sanitarium is 100%. See, the only thing that isn't 100% yet is the nomad wagon. Or, you know, particularly close. And it's going to take a lot of crests for us to get there. So we're going to have to start actually saving our pennies. But either way, pigmen slew the swine. Doesn't quite rhymes that way, but either way. Let's see. Well, I guess with that, I will see you guys on the next episode of Darkest Dungeon. And as always, thanks for watching. And, well, next one's going to be a bit of a doozy, because it's going to be level 5. Either way, though, thanks for watching. I think I already said that. Whoops.